Hi, Adam Holder here from Nedlaw Living Walls, and welcome to another edition of Friday FAQ here at Nedlaw. Again, we're at headquarters, just like we were last week, and we're going to talk a little bit more today about how these walls go together. I think we may have left you hanging last week when we talked about basins, so we'll have to talk to you today a little bit more about how the rest of the construction goes and how we put a wall together. So we put it together in stages, and it's a lot like a sandwich, going together in layers. So the first step in the process is for us to create a marine grade plywood base for our wall. And this is what our wall is going to be constructed on. So our next step in the process is, after we've built this marine grade plywood wall, is we need to waterproof it. And we put a vapor barrier onto this wall to make sure that we create a nice moisture barrier in between the living wall infrastructure itself and the plywood in behind, and everything that's in behind the wall. We want to make sure that everything's waterproofed and properly contained. So our next step here, moving right along, is our trim, and we custom make the trim that will form the outside frame of the living wall. And this is made of marine grade aluminum that's custom bent right here in our shop here at Nedlaw. And this will not only hold the wall into place, but we can also connect to our ductwork as well up here, as you can see, using the custom metal. So the next step in the process, as we say, is to affix our hanger brackets onto our waterproofed substrate. And this is what will create that plenum space. So the plenum is the space in between the back wall or the substrate and the rest of the infrastructure. So this is what we'll put our next stage onto these hanger brackets. And that is this perforated plate right here that you can see will go onto these hanger brackets. And this perforated plate helps to create a very uniform airflow as the air comes through the wall and through the rest of the system. The next step here, as we're moving right along in the sandwich making process, is our vertical struts here. And you'll sometimes hear some people on our team refer to them as hat sections. And it's kind of funny because if you do tilt them on their side and look at them in elevation, they do look like little hats. So these vertical struts create an additional plenum space for us to affix our last layer onto, which is our growth media. And 2 layers of growth media will be affixed to these hat sections here. I'll call them hat sections in the final stage just before we plant. And we'll leave the details of planting till the following week, where I'll tell you all about the last thing that goes in. So stay tuned for that. I really appreciate you taking the time here with me again. As always, we're here at Nedlaw headquarters. My name is Adam Holder, and I'm looking forward to getting together with you again next week for another edition of Friday FAQ at Nedlaw Living Walls. I want you to have a great weekend. Take care.